ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of our F1 2020 My Team Career Mode. And today we have the USA Grand Prix at the Circuit of the Americas. We're not using any of our R&D points as of yet because we don't know what's going on. We're going to replace the gearbox here, yes, but we haven't had any confirmation about a regulation change, so we're saving them and maybe going to use them just before the final race of the season, which will then give us a good boost into the third season. But yeah, we need to realistically see what's going to happen, what changes will happen, and also we're looking to improve on last race, which, wow, if you haven't seen it by now, complete disaster. Couldn't have gone any more wrong if possible, and yeah, realistically, it wasn't great. Much better through there. Wide on the final turn, but we do we do improve our lap by 6 tenths of a second, and we go up to P12. And that lap puts us, I believe, in PA. Are we through though? We are through into PA. Cross the line, and this is going to put us in P6.
Welcome once again then to the United States Grand Prix here in the magnificent city of Austin. It was here in 2018 that Kimi Räikkönen delighted the world by winning for the first time in 114 races. There's always a record to be broken, so what, I wonder, is in store for us today? We're racing today then in Travis County, Texas, where 20 corners and speeds of up to 200 miles an hour await us on this magnificent racetrack. It's 60% full throttle with plenty of good opportunities to pass, especially through the 2 DRS zones into turn 1 and at the end of the long back straight into turn 12. What a race we have in store today. Joining us today to oversee all the thrills and spills, it's Anthony Davidson. And great to see you. How are you feeling about the race today, and how are the circuit conditions from what you've seen?
Well, the surface looks clean enough, but I'm a little bit worried about the track temperature. It's pretty cool out there, which could give some teams difficulties when it comes to keeping their tyres in the right operating window. The cars out there that work their tyres hard and really put a lot of energy through them, they'll be the ones that are better off.
Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, and Mick Schumacher completes the front row. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Ricciardo, Leclerc, Lance Stroll and Ocon, Norris, Vettel, Perez. They'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty. And Alexander Albon, Sainz, Bottas, Kevin Magnussen and Gasly, Kvyat, Grosjean, Antonio Giovinazzi and George Russell, Verstappen, Latifi, Raikkonen and Buchan. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out. Then let's see who can prevail today.
I have to start on the softs. Fuck's sake. Right, we have to start on the soft tyres because we did get into Q3 after all. And yeah, so we're going to go softs to lap 9 if we can get them that far, and then hards to the end. It's going to be interesting. But let's get into this. There's going to be no replay cameras. It's going to be racing straight up from here. Fingers crossed we get a good start. Overtook a few cars at the start there, and we're up into P13 already. We've got the car to get through the field. For some reason, though, ourselves, we just ain't up to our normal standards. Sainz just dive bombed everybody, and we made the most of it and just overtook them all. We're up into P10, we're in the points. Next up, Nicholas Latifi in the Williams. How is he in ninth? We're just trying to hunt down the cars in front of us now. We don't want to get penalties this early in the race. We're trying to avoid extending wherever possible. Running deep.
Last here, use overtake, use overtake.
Right, we should be able to pass Latifi. We're going to go for the move just before the straight. We're into P9. Latifi looks like he might have a little bit of front wing damage. We're going to try and use the overtake and the rich just to give us a little bit more power because AI won't use the overtake button. Look at this train of cars we find ourselves in now. We're going to have to go for a dive at some point somewhere. Understeer we're getting from the dirty air is awful. On the overtake and the rich and DRS, we should be able to pass Vettel into turn 1. Outbroke him! Nearly clattered into the back of Norris. Get lucky, but we lose that position again. Outbroke ourselves awfully. We're getting a bit desperate now to try and overtake these in front. So we know we got the pace to pass them, but we just can't make it stick. Up on Vettel now. Are we going to try it through here? I think we're going to. Just about passing Vettel through there. Very forceful, because we didn't want to hit the back of Lando Norris. But we make the move stick on Vettel. Now let's try and pass the McLaren now in front. We're having to make these moves very forcefully because otherwise we're not going to be able to get past.
We're trailing our teammate by 4.5 seconds.
Understeer from the dirty air is not fun. Oh, but are we going to be able to do what we did on Vettel last lap? No, we're going to be able to do it earlier on Lando. Down the inside, make the move stick, no damage, just checking. Press the button too many times. And we're into P7. We're making our way through the field as quick as possible. Bear in mind, we did start last with that 162 place grid penalty to change all of our components. In the Renault slipstream now, our former engine employer. Down the inside of Ocon, and look at Stroll struggling with the traction on the back of that racing point car. We need to try and have a go at Stroll sometime soon. He's the reason this train was forming. The rich as well. Should be an easy overtake. We are gaining. We're gaining. We're gaining. We're still gaining. And we're going to go for a little bit of a braking manoeuvre down the inside. Outbrake him. And we're in
Fuel is looking really good.
P5.
Managing it well.
Next up, Leclerc, our rival. Mix in, mix in.
Nick is coming.
Fair enough. He gets the priority because he is in front of us. So
Box, box. We're coming in this
it's
lap.
just how it is. In for our pit stop, one and only pit stop of the day. Lando's caught up with us a lot during that lap. We just lost a lot of grip.
Exit.
Yo.
Exit now.
2.8 second stop, so it wasn't even a very good stop.
That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Okay, battery's looking good. You can use overtake to get past.
Oh, AI are they're two stopping. Lando's overtook us on the soft tyres. He came in last lap as well. They are two stopping. Down the inside, we passed Lando and Giovinazzi into that corner. Into the heavy braking zone. That's the only chance we got today, is the fact the rest of the field are two stopping. We've got no pace ourselves. We've done well to go from the back up the field a bit, but other than that, we're driving awfully. We're still in front of Stroll, so that's good. The Stroll bus continues, but somewhere else, not in front of us. That's good. Very good news. We're trying to go round the outside of Lewis Hamilton, and we do. We're into P3 on track. But that means this could be very crucial for Mick Schumacher in his race for the win. If we can now back up the traffic, Mick might be able to get out of the pits and at least get P2 or close down Leclerc for P1. Outbroke ourselves horrendously there. We're going to see if we can just dive Hamilton back. We don't want to let him get away. Okay, that was a horrendous braking zone from us.
Okay, gap ahead is 7.2 seconds.
We did outbrake ourselves slightly, and it's given us front wing damage, and I believe it's given Hamilton front wing damage too. That was really poor from us. Mick's in the pits. Mick is in the pits. We're trying to team drive at this point. We're defending with all our might against Hamilton. Squeeze Hamilton off the track. Mick Schumacher's come out in 5th. He's got the fastest lap of the race, but he's just come out behind us. We didn't hold them up enough. Leclerc's probably got this race in the bag now. Hamilton's dropped behind us. Dropped behind Norris, sorry. Unless he got severe damage from our collision. I don't know if he did. We're not going to fight Norris very hard because he is not in our race. We tried to move out of the way and let Norris go, but he just drove into the back of us.
Okay, take it easy on the car. We can't sustain this level of damage.
Mick Schumacher along with some slipstream from us. We're going to come across the track. Hamilton's hit us! Hamilton hit us again! But Mick Schumacher has passed both of us, which is ideal. Now he should be able to gap myself, because I've got damaged front wing, he doesn't. So Mick Schumacher could be on for a victory here if he's got the pace to catch Leclerc. If he doesn't, he's on for a P2 at least. We jump towards the end in a minute. Ricciardo is trying to overtake us. We're just trying to defend all the ERS we've got, and some rich as well. Our tyres have picked up a lot of debris, or what's it called? Pickup. It's just pickup, isn't it? We picked up a lot of pickup offline there. But as you can see, all this is allowing is Mick Schumacher to get away, which is good. Around that corner, he's gone defensive, and I think he shoved us off the track there. Wow, we got on the throttle and just lost it. Take here to just get down the inside of him again. We did the first bit of braking, then a trail brake afterwards, but we have made the move stick on him again. That collision that time was his fault. He should have backed out the corner. We're not having our best of ends to the season here. We're struggling big time. And also, if we pit, we'll drop out of the points. So this is why we're staying out and topping the front wing. Plus, we're in P3 right now, so why would we pit? Why can't we just go to the end and try and make this front wing just work with what we got, really?
This is your final lap of the race.
Right, we're on our final lap of the race. I went into just autopilot here, just driving around, because I'm in a race on my own right now. Got a 3.6 second gap behind to Ricciardo. Schumacher's 8.2 seconds ahead and still gapping us. It's been one of those races after the first few laps of incidents, and after we had the second pit stoppers and everything like that. It's been quite a dull race for us for this last 8 laps or so. But we've managed with the front wing. It's been okay. We've gapped Ricciardo over the last few laps. I don't even know how we've done that. But our damage on our front wing is bad. Our tyre wear is bad. But we're doing okay. We've just outbroked ourselves. Mick Schumacher home in second, and us from 22nd on the grid to come home in P3. What a result.
Great work. Well done. We're really happy with the podium here.
They take the checkered flag here in Austin after what has been another fabulous Grand Prix. Anthony Davidson, a resounding victory today. What set them apart from the rest?
Well, they certainly stood out as a drive with tons of confidence on the track. I think their ability to keep their cool, even during some of the more hectic parts of the race, meant they were able to capitalise on the mistakes of other drivers, giving them the opportunity to make their way to the top spot with ease.
Here come our winners now. A thrilling race and a tremendous effort by Ferrari. Their history is well known, so it's no surprise to fans the world over to see them come out on top once again.
Leclerc wins, and then you've got the Jordan 2-3 of Mick Schumacher and myself. Don't know how the hell we got onto the podium after starting in 22nd, but we managed it. Our one stop dragged us through. Leclerc with the one stop gives himself the win. Now, very poor Ferrari, to be fair.
So, let's review the driver's standings. More points for Valtteri Bottas, further solidifying his lead at the top of the table. Now, let's discuss, Ant. Who would you say is a contender for driver of the day?
I have to give it to Buchan. That was a commanding performance today. Very impressive indeed.
It's time to check out the constructors' standings. Mercedes continue to extend their lead. Well, Ant, an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
Look at us now in P3, pulled away from Red Bull massively in the Team's Constructors' Championship. And in the driver standings, we're 4th place. Nick's up into 8th now, he's jumped above Ricciardo in the Renault. And we're looking good for next season, to be fair. As long as I can carry the speed into next season as well. But I haven't got any right now. Right, so the next race will be the Mexican Grand Prix. We're not going to do anything on the R&D right now because I do not trust if we're not going to get a regulation change. Well, we shouldn't get one now, should we? Well, I'll look into it next episode. I'm just having a quick look to see where we could improve. Probably chassis or aero. Let's have a look. Minor, major. Do you know what? We're going to take the risk. We're going to develop 2 aerodynamic major upgrades. And fingers crossed we're not going to get the change now. Because that would screw us over now if that's the case. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. If you're hearing my voice for the first time, please subscribe for more. If you enjoyed today's episode, leave a like. I've been Chris12 LFC and I'll see you later.